What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Grace Jones, and we're going back to her 1982 album, Living My Life. And the next tune is the curiously titled The Apple Stretching. Not even sure where to begin. There are many things that are done to apples, whether for culinary or decorative purposes, but I don't know if I've ever heard of an apple stretching before, so I'll see what I can catch on a first listen, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's some metaphor here, maybe even some, let's say, naughty innuendo, but I'll find out, or at least I'll do my best to pick up what I can. This is Grace Jones. The tune is The Apple Stretching, and it's from the 1982 album Living My Life. Oof. Deep, electric, vibrating bass.
The sun comes swaggering across the harbor and kisses the lady waiting in the Narrows. And she already plenty shaky stands there, blushing, clutching the torch of liberty. Uptown Luigi, who don't speak English so good, is having an accident, backing his dump truck into the fence. The tin cans go clattering down the lane. A drowsy bum thinks it's thunder, pulls the news over his head to stop the rain. No, it ain't Judgment Day. No, it ain't Armageddon. Just the apple stretching in your knee. Just the morning. New York putting its feet on the floor.
What a lovely transition that was.
Just the apple stretching in your knee. Just the morning. New York putting its feet on the floor.
It's like smooth reggae, but with a little electronic bite.
Suburban refugees fleeing the cracked cisterns, worm-ridden fruit trees stream out of Grand Central, pleased to be breathing bagels and pollution. In Times Square, new graffiti, old revolutions. A bad lady is cursing the waiter for giving her free coffee. Lucky he's a Jesus-free moonlighting. At the Acme discount store over in Queens, the burglar alarm starts to scream. A cop whips out his gun, fires one, and yells, "Freeze!"
Holy smokes.
No, it
There's a
ain't
lot
World
going on
War
here.
IV. No, it ain't World War IV. It's just the apple stretching in your
The way the chorus is written.
Just morning, New York putting his feet on the floor. It's just the apple stretching in your knee. Just morning, New York
But I
putting
get
his
it.
feet on the floor.
The city.
Nearby in the Hudson, a hooker makes a U to help the blind man to his pew in the park. Some long ago home training jars the memory. The bag lady says, "Thank you," and curtsies. A herd of beaten tourists limp homeward, having bitten off more than they could chew. them old big city blues. Miss Liberty gets her cross and rings. Another subway starts rattling and Luigi's hands go clattering down the hill. No, it ain't some kind of ill wind. No, it ain't the world coming to an end. Just the apple stretching in your
I will never tire of that.
just for me. New York putting its feet on the floor. It's just the apple stretching in your just for me. New York putting its feet on the floor. Sunny New York, sunny New York. I thought that guy was just gonna knock me over. He flew by me so fast. Dad, did you see this idiot on roller skates? Sometimes you feel so paranoid, you know what I mean? That could be the New York slasher over there. Shit! I wonder if sometimes if I yell help, can anybody hear me? I don't think so. I just stay up in this one little room for the whole weekend. Tied up. Does anybody work in this town?
I think a few people do, yeah.
So it's so many people in the street.
I see. Don't you people have jobs?
This place is crazy.
That does
I
make
have
me
to go
think,
to the West Village.
as if they best delis. But it does make me think of a joke about New York in the Lower East Side specifically. In a comedy movie from the 80s starring Michael Keaton called Johnny Dangerously, which is like a parody spoof send-up of gangster films from like the 30s. But he is commenting on the Lower East Side, and he's like, yeah, there was a law that, you know, the residents had to come outside of their homes and walk around in weird hats like for most of the day. Because, you know, they're showing like the classic shot of like oldie-timey New York, and there's all these people on the streets like you see in those classic photos. So it did make me think of that. But yeah, a lot of observational, social, economic, and other commentary in the lines. Some of which, like, there's an inherent comedy to it, and it's a vivid narrative visually. You can imagine the scenes she's describing, but again, embedded within them is obviously some social commentary. Again, the idea that the cop, like, you know, thinks that something's going on, shoots the gun, and then shouts freeze. It's the order of that seems a bit suspect, and of course, you know, the history of the NYPD, certainly the history of the LAPD out here, but yeah, again, Apple stretching the Big Apple, New York, I don't know, someone may have mentioned this, but it didn't occur to me in advance. Now, if it said Big Apple, obviously my brain would have gone there, but the apple stretching, and again, I wonder, because we're speaking about like crime and law enforcement and nuances in regard to those things, but also reference to like a bag lady, and, you know, she's curtsying, so it's like, by calling her a bag lady, we're referring to her socioeconomic status, you know, near the bottom, like, rungs of society in terms of, you know, the opportunities or, you know, resources available and so on. But, you know, she's curtsying, and there's like a human quality to her interaction or part of the story. So it feels like there's some different things happening here, and obviously different scenes, which again, I think not only are vivid in the moment but speak to some larger concepts. So really interesting track, and again, we're talking 82, so like, you know, we're talking late 70s, early 80s New York City, which, you know, I wasn't there, but on some level I've read about, and, you know, in terms of actual history, but also the way it's represented in films from that time. So yeah, a really interesting tune. I love the reggae vibes with, again, a bit of an electronic buzz to it, especially in the lower end. I love the way it transitions from the verses into the chorus. Something about that moment was really great, and the chorus just has this smooth, gliding sort of feel. I like her spoken word delivery and the, you know, again, Jamaican patois that she brings in, which it does remarkably well. Again, like, I don't know, people were saying she's Jamaican by heritage, but that she's, you know, American, essentially grew up here. So I am impressed with the way she does those type of rhymes. And yeah, bottom line, once again, shout out to all the folks who've been following this deep dive. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to Mark for making it a possibility. Shout out to Luca for being a very silly sleeping kitty who is basically transportable such or as such. Do let me know what you think. I will see you next time.